Yesterday we heard from Cora Jade and Gigi Dolan fire back at a Dave Meltzer report that they were lazy, and now today Shotzi Blackheart is spewing some utter pish. Welcome back to the channel. And yeah, I mean, she was once regarded as the worst worker in the company. Now, I don't know if people would still go to that extreme length right here, right now, but of course on Friday it was announced that multiple wrestlers were leaving, including Strowman, Baszler, and a lot of other jobbers on NXT. Now, someone labelled our release video our best video yet, so if you didn't catch the full one, like I did do a breaking one on, what day was it? Friday, when I talked about like the first couple. Now I did talk about a couple more on the SmackDown watch along, but yeah, essentially folks, it was a video we uploaded, was it Saturday night, Sunday morning, something like that. It's like 46 minutes, just us bashing the release list, so if you want a good wee chuckle on this Monday, go check it out. Anyway, Shotzi, her contract ran out, they didn't renew it, so she commented on her WWE departure by quote posting her last match for WWE Speed on February 19th 2025 with the message, "Can't wait to wrestle for a lot longer than 3 minutes." Right, let's just call it out here folks, right? Oh, I can't wait to wrestle and showcase what I can do. Right, Shotzi, you know what? See, unlike actually the rest of the other women, at least you came out in a wee mini tank, and that's a wee bit more interesting what they had. But see, for the most part, seeing like the attitude there and ruthless aggression, a lot of mid-card guys on Raws and SmackDowns only got like 3 minutes, and they got themselves over. You know what I mean? No one remembers, right, Val Venus or fucking Godfather's 20-minute masterclasses. Now, to be fair, Val Venus did have a great match against Rikishi in a steel cage, so maybe that way might be a wee bit unfair. But if we're being honest, folks, you remember the gimmicks, you remember the moments with those kind of guys, right? And even main event matches in the Attitude Era might not have lasted particularly that long. So, see this whole gimmick that she's trying to spew here, that she, if I got given more than 3 minutes, she wouldn't have released me, I could have proved myself. It's like, A, right, you're an awful worker. B, you don't need more than 3 minutes to prove yourself as a wrestler, right? If you can't get your spots in 3 minutes, then what are you doing? You know what I mean? Honestly, and I'm not, 3 minutes, right, it is hard to produce a great match in that, but let's be honest, Shotzi's never going to have an opportunity to produce a great match. You know what I mean? Every release wrestler, right, on this list, or in the history of WWE, could come up with this excuse and turn around and say, oh, maybe if I got more than 3 minutes to wrestle, no one gives a fuck about wrestling. Alright? You know what I mean? See, Shotzi Blackheart, we are not talking about Kurt Angle here, or Shawn Michaels, where, you know what, see if you give those guys more than 3 minutes, you'll actually get something good. You're never going to get that with her. That's the reality. You know what I mean? That is the actual reality, folks, right? And people need to wake up and fucking smell the coffee with that, my friends. She sucked. There's no getting away from it. She's shite. WWE not renewing her contract is absolutely the correct decision. So for her to go in this wee greeting session about, maybe I was giving away 3 minutes. You know what I mean? How many times did we hear, like, you see interviews of guys in the past, Kurt Angle's like, oh, McMahon sent me out there for 3 minutes, and he told me the script, and when I asked him to repeat it, he didn't tell me, and he's like, it was make or break for my career. Some people grasp it, and some people don't, you know what I mean? That is it. Some people actually have the ability to grab the baton and move on to the next level. In this case, she ain't it, you know what I mean? Been on the main roster a lot of years and couldn't grab the baton and move on. You know, see these people, man, they've got too comfortable in WWE. And Shotzi's obviously a jobber, but we've went through a lot more people who could fucking release 90% of them, man, and it would be justified. So this whole, oh, give me more than 3 minutes, no one cares. No one gives a solitary shit. Shotzi Blackheart, alright? You're a jobber at the highest degree. And you know, give her 6 minutes, give her 30-minute matches every week. No one cares, right? That is the God's honest truth. No one would have cared if you gave her a 20-minute match or something like that. And everybody, right? Everybody with Shotzi Blackheart as well would argue that, you know, the strongest thing about her is the fact that she was in a tank. She can't fucking work. There's probably a reason she was limited to getting like 3-minute matches. Look at the amount of people, right, in WWE that they bring back. Oh, Andrade. Oh, Aleister Black. Oh, guys like they can wrestle. Look, they bring in the Motor City Machine Guns, right? I mean, I could name a bunch more. So what? I mean, you will actually struggle to find people in this company today that can't quote unquote wrestle. Now, most of them wrestle styles that we can't really fucking stand here on Vogue Wrestling. She also put a post up saying, "Who are your favourite workers on the indies? Favourite promotions? I want everyone. I want to wrestle everyone," said Shotzi. What did the comment say? No DQ. Remember when Shotzi and Shayna made fun of Jericho in AEW, and Jericho said they wouldn't work for AEW if they got fired for WWE? That's what someone commented. Well, I'll tell you what, karma's a bitch. That's why you should never make fun of other companies. Well, honestly, man, see Baszler, yo, forget about this wee mini beef that I've just found out here about Jericho. There is actually no need, right? No need whatsoever for AEW to hire these two, man. And to wrap up this video on a rather sour note, I seen someone commented, I don't know, didn't she give a chat about money, like $5 per photo? And some guy called King Boo replied to this and said, "Once I found out about her fecal fetish photos, I couldn't watch her anymore." So, is Shotzi Blackheart into shite? Well, how fitting is that? Because she can't fucking wrestle and she is shite. Yo, I mean, this is not what I want to even talk about here on a Monday morning at 9:15, alright? But we're here talking about it. See people that are into shit in the bedroom department. Oh, shit in my chest, shit on me there, rub me in shite. Some sick individuals, man. And that isn't, oh well, what goes down between consenting adults go down. No, fuck that, man. Fuck that. That's no right in the head. That ain't. That is disgusting, right? That is rank rotten. That is worse than Johnny Gargano main eventing 40 WrestleManias in a row. That is rank fucking rotten, my friends. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. But yeah, Shotzi Blackheart, folks. She's a jobber. And it doesn't matter if you give her 30 minutes to wrestle. You know, I mean, you were in the company years and you never got, you never done anything. You never done anything. You know what I mean? You got your you got your wee entrances. You got some hardcore matches. You hosted a couple of NXT Halloween Havocs and all that stuff. You had chances on the mic to deliver. And some people that's all they've got. But you know, and she's getting old and she likes to be shat on. So here, there you go, shite.